world of code-based 3D modeling is currently split into two very loud camps. You have the people who want things to be as simple as possible. Then you have the people who want the full power of a professional programming language. It is a fascinating divide that has only grown more intense as our design tools have evolved. Let us talk about the veteran in the room first. This tool has a very specific appeal because its mental model is incredibly small. You are basically playing with digital clay using simple commands. You take a cube, you add a cylinder, you subtract a sphere. That is the whole workflow. Because the logic is so straightforward, it has become a favorite for modern artificial intelligence tools. If you ask an AI to generate a part, it can usually handle this simple syntax without making mistakes. It is a massive advantage for anyone who wants to iterate quickly without learning complex coding structures. But there is a huge trap that almost everyone falls into when they start. They go to the main website and download the stable version. That version is 5 years old. It is slow and it feels outdated. The real magic is hidden in the nightly development builds. There is a new geometry engine you can enable in the settings of those experimental versions. Once you turn it on, the speed difference is night and day. Renders that used to take several minutes now finish in a fraction of a second. It makes the design process feel instant and alive. However, even with all that speed, you have to face a hard truth about the output. This tool generates meshes. It turns your design into a shell made of millions of tiny flat triangles. This is perfectly fine for a standard 3D printer at home. It is a total disaster if you need to send your file to a professional machine shop. A machinist wants smooth, mathematically perfect curves. They want a file format they can actually work with in a high-end manufacturing environment. That is why the more advanced Python libraries exist. These tools do not use a simplified mesh system. They use a professional-grade engineering kernel under the hood. It is the same technology found in high-end industrial design software used by major corporations. When you create a rounded edge, it is a true geometric operation. You can export files that are ready for a factory floor. You get all the power of a real programming language. You can use complex loops and logic. You can manage your designs with the same version control systems used by professional software developers. But this power comes with a price. The learning curve is very steep. You might find yourself staring at a blank screen for a long time before your first part looks right. To make things more complicated, the community is currently divided between the original Powerhouse library and a newer alternative that tries to simplify the syntax. If you just want to make a simple bracket for your house tonight, use the Simple tool. Just make sure you are using the latest experimental version so you do not lose your mind waiting for renders. If you are an engineer who needs to manufacture parts at scale, the Python route is the only real choice. It is harder to learn. It is more complex to set up. But the level of precision you get is simply unmatched by anything else in the free software world. You have to choose your path based on your specific project and where that part is actually going to be built. Once you know your goal, the right tool becomes obvious.